All right, so I wasn't expecting to have to record this video today because I had a link in the lab to the video I recorded last year, but I just tried to watch it and it said the video does not exist. So apparently after a certain amount of time, Zoom just throws my videos away. So I'm going to record it again. This activity is coming a little bit before we're going to talk about this stuff in the lectures. I'm going to do this lecture on Monday. So if you want to wait until Monday to start the activity, you can. But on Monday, I'm going to explain the difference between reflecting and refracting telescopes. And this little kind of sandbox of optics lets you sort of build a virtual telescope that focuses light and reflects light and does what real telescopes do. So it's just a virtual simulation. You don't really see anything when you first turn it on until you pick a tool up here and put something down in the workspace. I'm going to pick a beam and I'm going to come down here and just click and drag. And what this makes is a beam of light. You can think of it as like a flashlight, and every little line represents a ray of light. I'm going to point my beam of light exactly horizontally. And then I'm going to put stuff in the beam of light. For example, I can make a mirror, just a line segment of a mirror. And if I click and drag my mirror, it reflects the light, just like a real mirror would reflect light. I can make a bunch of mirrors that bounce the light around from one place to one. Whoa, I didn't mean to zoom in like that. If you click and drag, you zoom in. I can make a bunch of mirrors that bounce the light around in all sorts of complicated ways. You can also, if you come up here, click delete, click to select the thing you want, you can delete, click that mirror, delete that mirror. Let's see, what other tools do you need to know how to use? If you click on move view, you can drag around. And like I said, there's a slider here to zoom where you can, on my Mac, if I pinch with two fingers or scroll with two fingers, I can zoom in also. You can also make, in addition to flat mirrors, you can make a curved mirror. So you can make a mirror that is round. You see what happens when the light hits that round mirror. It bounces off in all directions. Or if it's round in this direction, that mirror actually focuses the light to a point. And that kind of mirror is important in certain kinds of telescopes. And we'll talk about that again in the lecture on Monday. Let me get rid of that mirror. I don't really want that. Delete, delete, click mirror, delete mirror. I can also make what's called a parabolic mirror, which is a certain kind of shape that specifically reflects light to a point. I made that one a little crooked. I don't know why it's crooked. I guess because it's not centered. If I click it and move it now, there we go. Notice how that parabolic mirror takes the incoming beam of light and focuses it to that little point. That's how you create an image with a mirror. You can also create an image with a lens. If I delete my mirror and go up here to my tools here and select ideal lens, I can click and drag and I make a lens that focuses the light to a point. I can click on my lens and I can change its focal length here. And the focal length is how strong the lens is. So if the focal length is long, it focuses the light far away. If the focal length is short, it focuses the length close. If you're thinking about like the lenses in a pair of glasses, a short focal length would be like thick glasses and a long focal length would be thinner glasses, people who need less help seeing things. So what I'm asking you to do in this activity is to create a beam of light and then create a combination of lenses and mirrors that do what a refracting telescope does and that do what a reflecting telescope does. And in the lecture and in the book, you will see a description of the parts of a refracting telescope, which are a lens and then another lens, and then a reflecting telescope, which is a mirror, and then another mirror that reflects the light out the side. So step 0, I think it tells you, is just to play around with the tool, make mirrors and lenses and move them around and see what happens when you change their properties. You can also change the density of your light ray. You can make lots of rays. You make a whole bunch of rays. It just looks like a solid beam of light, which is kind of cool. Or if you want to see the individual rays, you can drag that slider down. Yeah, so that's the whole activity. All you have to do for this activity is to make a refracting telescope with 2 lenses, and then take a screenshot and then submit it for the lab. And then make a reflecting telescope with 2 mirrors and a lens, and take a screenshot of it, and submit it to the lab. And that's it. So no questions to answer. You're just playing with this toolbox to get a feel for how to take incoming light, and this incoming light is, you know, coming from a star or a planet or something really far away, and focus it to an image that you can see with either your eye or with a camera. So that's it.